beating tougher and tougher opponents, and here she is in the semi-final of a star contender. Miwa Harimoto against Wang Yidi.
And this is the third match that Miwa Harimoto is playing here. I wonder if she's been able to recover well, physically and mentally.
She will have definitely prioritised singles, that's for sure. And the coaches will have wanted her to.
Although it could be very disappointing to lose the finals.
Yes, of course, she looked a bit emotional on the mixed doubles podium, but here now she's present against Wang Yidi. Wang Yidi has to see past Miwa Harimoto's age and just treat her like any other opponent. Will Miwa Harimoto suffer imposter syndrome if she's here in the semi-final of a star contender for the first time against the top 4 Chinese? On 3 at the start of this first game. Goes for the long fast serve into the middle. Would have surprised, just missed. Just.
Excellent recovery from Harimoto there.
41 in the world, the highest that she's been, and she'll be going up to top 30 very soon, you would expect.
And yesterday in an interview she said that many people compare me to my brother. My game is not as strong as his. I want to go as far as I can, but in my heart I want to defeat my brother.
Wow. Well, in terms of her forehand technique, the way she comes through with the legs and transfers and the arm action is very similar to Tomokazu's.
I'm sure she's not going to like that right now.
Well, she should, because her brother's 4 in the world in men's and she's 41 in women's. So if you have a forehand like Tomokazu Harimoto's in the women's game, you'd be world number 1.
Yeah, and that's a huge compliment.
Yeah.
Wang Yidi there though, very stable. And just like better execution of more spins and speeds in her stroke. Excellent angular return. Slight touch of the racket and the ball goes.
Unaffected by the strawberry, not allergic to them, Wang Yidi. Oh, she just knows where the ball's going to go. Marlin in the corner is a shooter of interpretation, interception. A sensei of the sport.
And no chance right now from Miwa Harimoto. Wang Yidi absolutely destroying this 14-year-old. No mercy at all. Love the spirit. The fearless one still goes, attempts the ball at its merit.
Well, she's swimming in very deep water here, Miwa Harimoto. No, look at the other generation. Not becoming a coach Shushin, not becoming a coach Jung Jika, or Ma Long or Fan Jindong after they retire. What is it about this generation that doesn't want to become coaches like they did?
Probably it is just change in thinking. They want to explore another life, do much more. You have many more opportunities, go to school. Start something different.
Personally, I wouldn't bother going to school after making my millions as a world top table tennis. I'd want to become a coach. That's me though. Blitzing that ball. Harimoto strategy alert.
Absolutely just destroying the ball there.
Big game for her here. She probably will lose 2-0 down to Wang Yidi. Everyone knows that. But at 1-1, it's anyone's game. 1-3, Wang Yidi with the blade that so many of the Chinese players use. Oh. And the punch that a lot of players now are using when the ball is high enough, particularly in the women's game. Here she is, the compact player, Wang Yidi. 2-3. Oh, a strawberry, and then a delightful counter from the Dancing Queen. Top world players use the widths of the table more than the lengths. That's how they get the ball wide and get you in a poor position to recover.
It's interesting to see how much experience, the difference in experience rather, is between both of them. Wang Yidi rose into occasion since 2018, but Miwa Harimoto only very recently last year. But there she is matching toe-to-toe, eye-to-eye against the world number 4 here.
So reliable, Wang Yidi, isn't she? Doesn't really have any bad losses against players outside of Team China. Her worst loss probably came against Ni Xiaolian in 2021, who herself aggressive with the serve. Coach Makazawa, I must say, has done a brilliant job. The Japanese women.
Excellent attacks, brilliant opening from Miwa Harimoto. Just look at how spinny this backhand was. Oh, that's brilliant. We've seen this for the first time in this game from Miwa Harimoto. A counter loop on Wang Yidi's opening, just totally increasing the pace in the game. Every point from now on is absolutely nerve-wracking. Oh, where did that come from? Where was she hiding all this while?
She just knew what she wanted, served with the plan, stepped. Wang Yidi was a bit too predictable where she was going, And that's what happens. Even a 14-year-old now at this level will put you to sleep if you're the world number 4. That shows how equal it's getting, how tough it's getting.
And yet again, second time in a row from Miwa Harimoto. The timeout did really make a difference. Well done, coach.
What? No. Oh, as if it finished with the edge there.
What on earth? Are you really 14? Miwa, poor chap. Poor thing right now.
Sometimes I think to myself, is she 14? Are they lying about her age? But when you see her a couple of years ago, you know that she really was about 12. How is she getting these back with such caressing finesse and control? Well, these rallies are blossoming beautifully. Well, just like the Indian curries I've been enjoying here, there is now some added spice to the pot. Courtesy of Miwa Harimoto. Huge, huge momentum game. I feel like Miwa Harimoto would have to win in 5, but I feel like Wang Yidi could win in 4. Highest level of TT. Just getting over those balls.
And so clean from both of them. The shot selection, the movements. It's just like art.
Yeah. The game has become shorter and sharper and naturally closer to the table now, even in the men's game. Side swiping cut. That was such a beautiful receive, wasn't it? The way she came through it and across it.
I'm seeing this for the first time probably from her. Just shows how many weapons she has inside her.
She is a weapon.
One, 1, 3-3 here in the semi-finals of the women's singles. Can go anywhere from here.
Nice receive on the parallel. You've got to be really relaxed in the forearm to play that. Wang Yidi's going to think twice about serving long now to the backhand. Showing great initiative. Switching first. A thirst for blood here, Miwa. Wow. These changes of pace. Oh, yeah. You can tell by the reaction of Miwa. It clipped the edge and Wang Yidi put the finger up to apologise. That was a massive point for Wang Yidi there to get an edge, wasn't it? Otherwise she'd be chasing a 2-point deficit on the receive. Jammy there from the Chinese player, but still got back to ball and wanted to play it deep. Yeah, that was obvious. I even knew there what Miwa was going to do. Unbelievable, smooth body action, posture staying really over the ball. The Japanese coach is happy here. Their wonder kid is neck and neck with the world number 4. Oh, backhand from the forehand side. Cross court. That is an incredibly high difficulty shot which is made look easy.
And just look at that, only 14 years of age and having so much diversity, versatile player Miwa Harimoto here.
Back in the lead. If she can win this point, she will indeed have a 2 cushion with the serves. Wow! Again, that beautiful push receive, but that time Wang Yidi better equipped. Wang Yidi. Really can't think of many matches she's lost to Europeans, Japanese, South Asians.
Oh, and that was a change of serve. And then fortunate for Miwa.
Well, Wang Yidi had one 2 level, and now Miwa's had one 2.
This brilliant placement from Miwa Harimoto. A very soft placing the push, figuring out the body.
We can really see Wang Yidi feels a bit of pressure here. Yeah, into the middle she goes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's 9-7 to Miwa Harimoto of Japan, fighting to the last breath.
Wang Yidi there, going as strong as possible. Hair dripping with sweat.
Oh, what a time again to get a bit of fortune. Marlin claps regardless.
And that is debatable, right? Would you still clap when you get...
I'm not sure what it hit. Did she not mean to go there or something? I'm not sure. She apologised. Didn't look like there was anything lucky that happened, but obviously Wang Yidi knew something Marlin didn't there. Marlin is fair too. You wouldn't usually clap a net or an edge, Marlin. Missed as a fade. She misses the opening fade. It was bouncy but shallow, and it made Wang Yidi hesitant to come over the top. Game point to Miwa Harimoto of Japan. Oh, she gets the edge back, loop to loop. No way, Jose, she does it. Recovers it. Down the line she goes. Now, as a neutral, it's always good to see the Chinese get challenged, because that's when you see them really bring out their character and their highest level. You've got to bring it out of them to see the highest level.
And I'm amazed, Fraser, that this little kid is able to do that.
Oh, it's back backhand to backhand, zipping play.
And just the sound of the ball, right, when it touches the racket is so pure, and that tells you the quality of spins that both the players are able to impart in.
Exactly. Crisp contact point, sweet spot on the racket being made.
Excellent capturing of the sounds as well from the team.
Thank you. We love you.
Oh, that was brave. Very brave from Miwa Harimoto. Steps around right on the serve.
We know that not taking a risk is the biggest risk of all when you're playing against a player of Wang Yidi's level.
And this girl knows that she cannot miss her chances. This could be the match of her life.
Oh, it is. It is the match of her life. And Wang Yidi has a lot of pressure on her shoulders as the last seed remaining, but what's really giving her the pressure is the fact she's the last Chinese woman remaining. There'd be a lot of conversations, serious boardroom meetings in the Chinese national team centre if there's no Chinese woman present in the final, seeing as there are a lot here coming in numbers.
This also shows the strength of table tennis worldwide. Players from all continents just getting better and better, giving intense competition. A rather upset Miwa, telling herself, just go slightly low, baby.
Oh yeah, brilliant point from Wang Yidi.
That was a poor receive from Miwa, but you saw how nicely she was able to bring the rally back, but Wang Yidi too strong this time.
Tomokazu could learn a lesson on how she comes through still with the block, because sometimes he just stands a bit still and doesn't really move the energy forwards when he blocks Tomokazu, but Miwa is actually good at that.
This is gonna cost her a lot. A very, very crucial point in this match. You don't want to be going into deciders with a much experienced Chinese.
But then it becomes a whole different game again. Oh, hit the net.
Just real athleticism from actually both of them. Wang Yidi literally jumping to save the ball, but unsuccessful.
Fighting ever so hard. The 14-year-old jubilant Japanese, and I can say with her junior, in fact cadet, the under 15 player. Goodness gracious.
And I'm sure already inspiring those little younger Japanese kids sitting in the gallery, rooting and cheering for her. What a future for Harimoto.
Choosing brilliantly there when to play the short strokes and when to play the bigger ones. Shot selection puts her in front here, Miwa Harimoto.
And she's leveled it back 7-7. Wang Yidi is showing truly why she is the current world number 4. Very stable, very, very secure.
Bringing in into the backhands, rotating, pivoting and firing through with the forehand. This is business time, and the Chinese absolutely love doing business. Oh, the face. Massive momentum game. Reverse pendulum into forehand. Oh, what a combo! Serves up a tasty old meal deal there, Miwa.
Let us see a slow-mo of that action. How beautiful is that? Serves, and look at that backhand wrist shot. Picture perfect moment from Miwa Harimoto.
The kind of backhand that, unless you don't spot it early, you're not winning the point, because it's too low to counter, really. As was that, too good to counter. Gifted the third ball, and she opens the present. The gift that is Wang Yidi keeps on giving for Team China. The last Chinese player remaining, fighting for the pride.
This is going to cost a lot to Miwa Harimoto.
You think?
Yeah.
You think Wang Yidi will win this in the fifth? Who knows?
It's going to be hard.
Yeah. Do you think she's got it?
I feel like the mental pressure at this point, you need the experience to be able to survive. But totally proving me wrong. What an excellent service, extreme backspin in that.
Well, she hasn't proved you wrong yet. She's still got another to save. Could still be right. Can she save? Second game point. Miwa Harimoto. Oh, she misses it. Maybe that was forehand flick territory. Really, really on the edge of his seat. And you don't see that often from Merlin. Last 2 points, 2 third ball attacks that she would have made on a different moment, Miwa. She has another serve, needs this point, or she's chasing straight from the get-go against a player who is devastating when in the lead.
I think too unforced error at this stage. It's just too hard to kind of survive and make a comeback.
You thought it'd be the more experienced player that came out on top in the fifth. Will that be the telling tale? Let's see. So far it is. She's making, well, she's made how many? 4 unforced errors in the last 4 points, Miwa. As she brushed aside that game point save that she could have had when she missed the backhand cross court in game 4. Maybe she has now. With the serves, the 2 serves, she could level, but she's going to have to convert and recover well, because you know Wang Yidi is getting at least 2 balls back.
What is going on here in Goa? This is maddening.
These are the kind of rallies you usually see between Wang Yidi and, say, Sun Ying-sha. And the 14-year-old Japanese player, Miwa Harimoto, is able to play them too. China do not have a 14-year-old as good as her.
Just changing strategies, Miwa Harimoto. Serving from the forehand side and then a sweeping backhand. Hanging in there. This young kid has already earned a lot of respect globally. Excellent receive and a switching on the forehand.
Guided flick and then an absolute juxtaposition down the line, changing the position. Brilliant shot selection. I keep saying it because it keeps happening. Sticks her tongue out. Wang Yidi, Riley, not Smiley. This is too untimely to do so. She's freezing a bit on the backhand counter against the heavy spin. She then needs to play a passive block, but in a good area, perhaps middle or wide forehand. or she needs to play a more aggressive counter with a more close racket angle, or she needs to pivot to play a forehand. Because that shot right there is neither, and it's not up to scratch. Has the serves again in this alternating combo. Ooh. Tempts Wang Yidi, who bites the bait, but she gets let off the hook.
Miwa went in there actually to attempt a sort of a flick, but then went into a push.
Yeah, changed the mind. And that affected the mind of Wang. Oh! There we go! A cho from Harimoto!
And she levels it, making the crowd go back in their jubilant mode. A crowd that is supporting Miwa Harimoto from all their heart and soul today. Oh my God, and Miwa Harimoto has first time taken the lead. And this is a super surprise here for the Japanese.
She's won so many of the last points. She was 3-0 down, and now she's 6-5 up. Oh, Wang with the angle! Goodness me, protractor play.
This table tennis is only for the brave-hearted.
Stunning, stunning counter topspin. And Makazawa in the corner for Miwa knew that was almost unplayable, reassuring the 14-year-old to carry on with the serves. Incredible from Wang Yidi. She's so quick and low and stocky and strong.
And placing it deep into the backhand side with subtle changes in the speed as well. Just brilliant. Miwa, knowing that that was a big mistake, correcting herself. It's just simply amazing, the level of table tennis right here. It goes up and up and up.
Yeah, she's increasing the power so much. Miwa knows she can't really recover from the forehand, so she's trying to play a lot more backhands now from the middle.
And Coach Marlin cannot sit.
That's too good. Killer instinct there from Wang Yidi. She has found more mental fortitude and more power in the tight moments, and that probably does come with a bit more experience, but she's got a lot more to lose than Miwa here, so even more pressure to deal with, and she's doing so brilliantly the world than before.
Absolutely brilliant. What a brave shot from Miwa Harimoto. Moves swiftly to the forehand side and a very powerful backhand loopy spinny one. Wang Yidi is still trying to find her answers, but leads by 2 points.
A loaded backspin shuffle. Digging deep.
Loaded and a double load of backspin there. The crowd is so happy with that one.
Oh, comes up the back of a ball that didn't warrant it. And it's 2 match points to Wang Yidi. Will she survive a massive scare? More than just her versus a 14-year-old here. This has wider implications on the future of China women's table tennis. Wang Yidi with over 1 billion hearts on her shoulders. 2 match points. And she does it. What a match that is right there.